Right on, right on. All right, so it's been a long time. This is impromptu. How you doing? What's going on?
Good. How about you?
You finished school now?
Yeah. Finished school on Tuesday.
Feel good about that?
Yeah, I do.
Good.
How do you feel, Dad?
I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
You finished it out,
Yeah.
right? Like it wasn't looking good there for a little while about being able to do stuff, but you stuck your nose down. You got to it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure how much you stuck your nose down, but
So what are you proud about exactly?
well, you went to all your classes because they weren't going to let you write your exams, but you went to all your classes to let you write the exams, and then you wrote all your exams.
Yeah. I did write all the exams.
You didn't miss any of them, did you?
No.
Okay, so it's good.
Shit.
Still have to wait for results, I guess, right? Or do you know them?
No, I don't know. No, I don't know.
Don't know. What's next?
Music.
Music.
But you just got your new bike, Dad. You got an electric bike.
I got a bike,
for
so
like
I can go back and forth to work.
75% of the price. Not even.
Yeah.
Like, no, not 75. For like 10% of the price.
10% of the price.
Because they took it down 400 already.
Yeah, it's 1,400 down to 250. Yeah.
You got a bike.
It's pretty cool.
A new bike worth 1,400 euros for 250.
Yeah. And we got boxing gloves, so I'm gonna start to try boxing with you again because I haven't been able to do anything because of my shoulder since November. So we start to give that a go. Yeah.
Any interesting patients?
Yeah. There was one guy who came in. He lives in Belgium, and I remember I looked at the town because he said because I was like, "Oh, do you work in Luxembourg?" He's like, "No, I came here just for you, just get adjusted." And so afterwards, I looked up his town. He drives up an hour and 45 minutes. So he came yesterday for his second visit. His first visit was earlier in the week, and he said this the first visit. He's like, "I'm nasty. Like, I've been in so much pain for over a decade that I'm just nasty. It completely messes up his mentality, everything." He said he lost his job, he lost his family, like, because he is just nasty. Nasty was his word. He said he's doing much better since one chiropractor, I can't remember where, I think it was in Barbados, gave him a heel lift, 2-centimeter heel lift, to try to help balance out his pelvis.
What do you mean a heel lift?
As in he's got his little thingy that goes inside his shoe to raise one leg up to support a short leg.
Yeah.
He's like, since then, it's been bearable. But he had already lost everything, like family and job and everything. Now he's working again now. But he came in yesterday, and he doesn't sleep either. Right? He sleeps like 2 to 3 hours a night. He came in on Friday, and he said he slept 5.5 hours. It's the longest stretch of sleep he's had in 10 years. And he said, "I feel so much better." I mean, he said it doesn't feel great, but he said he feels significantly better. And he's like, "I'm so happy I came." Because he's tried so many other people, and then I don't remember why he came to see me. I don't know if he just looked up on the internet or he got a referral or whatever the case was. But yeah, that was cool. That was like, he was like almost in tears when he was speaking on Friday. Yeah, just because he's doing so much better for the last few days.
He's tried a lot of other
Chiropractors and everything, osteopaths, physiotherapists, medicine.
So why are you the one who works then?
That's the one we want, right? No, it's not.
No.
We want pre-dub.
So why are you the one that works?
I don't know. Maybe it's the technique. that's not saying my technique is better than other people. I'm not saying that. I'm saying some techniques work better for some patients and other techniques work better for others. Could be that. Could be the analysis. Could be, I don't know. But having said that though, I mean, you do have to work at your technique and try and get better at it. And it's surprising how many people in all professions are not striving for improvement. So that's kind of sad. But that was like really, that was awesome. That was so nice because he was almost in tears telling me that because he was so happy. And same day, the other lady comes in. She's had this pretty big problem for like a couple months, and on the imaging, you can see exactly. I know. This is the problem. It's so obvious. But I'm adjusting her little bit by little bit, and she's making a little bit of progress every time, a little bit of progress. And then Friday as well, she came in and said after the last visit, it was like a miracle. It was interesting, right? Because it wasn't a miracle on the first visit or the third visit or the fifth visit. It was like, I don't know, the sixth or the seventh. And then all of a sudden, bang, massive results. And I didn't do anything different. Nothing different. Because I can see exactly what the problem is. So it's just kind of interesting that, some people just, it's make faster gains, some people slower gains, some people steady, and then some people it's like nothing, and then bang, miracle.
Why is it that after a bunch of times, then it doesn't?
Good question. It's hard to say, but you see it a lot in both directions. So, for example, very often somebody will come in and they bent over, picked up bottled water, and they herniated a disc in their back. And then they come in to see me. I've got, I look at the MRI, I look at the X-ray, and I'm like, no, that wasn't it, right? You've had this problem for 20 years. And that was just the straw that broke the camel's back, because whatever they did that caused the pain is not enough to cause that bigger problem. But yet they'll say, and this is regularly that this happens, they'll say, no, I've never ever had any back problems. I've always been perfectly fine, no pain at all ever until when I did that one movement. It's like, no, the point being is there is a problem building up, and one little thing is what takes them over the edge to have all those symptoms. So I don't see why it couldn't be the other way around as well. Right, that you're making progress, but not necessarily feeling it, and then bang, it's one thing that just takes you back over the edge. And like even if you get a toothache, right? You call your dentist like, oh, I got this toothache. It started yesterday. It's like, no, it didn't. The pain started yesterday, sure, but it's an underlying problem that's growing and growing until you eat one thing that gives you the pain. So. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Do you have any plans with friends in the summer?
I wanted to go on a road trip, but I don't know if we're going to. Should have been on it right now. In this car.
Let's see. I'm kind of expecting that you guys are going away with Mom for a couple weeks at some point. And then hopefully you can come with me. We'll go to Canada for a few weeks. That's kind of wishy-washy at the moment, but I'm really hoping that works out.
Yeah, that would be cool. I love the clouds right now.
Yeah, I was noticing that on the way to the sports shop. They were kind of cool then too. Blues Jazzville Festival, I think, is next weekend. Sam Smith, is that the guy's name? He's playing
we
tonight.
don't like Sam Smith.
You don't like him? I don't know him, so I don't know.
If you saw him, you wouldn't like him either.
No.
Sam Smith is a little Satanist, devil worshiper.
That's no good.
Yeah, we don't like Sam Smith.
We don't like Sam Smith. Oh. Karl Marx was a devil worshiper.
Who?
Karl Marx. All the Marxism stuff, which is basically like where a lot of socialism comes from. Which is basically all of your far left wing ideology.
Socialism is far left.
Socialism can go very different.
Explain socialism.
Well, socialism would be like an extreme version would be. An extreme version would be everybody basically works their butt off, and all the wealth is distributed to everybody kind of equally.
So communism.
Well, yeah, communism and socialism are different, but there's a lot of similarities as well. But yeah, but Karl Marx was apparently couldn't pay his bills and had all of his family pay his bills for him anyway, which is why he developed Marxism, socialism, because he couldn't pay his own bills.
Sure.
And he's a devil worshiper too. Yeah, so elements of socialism are good, right? Like having a welfare system for people who need it, not for people who are abusing it. Having those social safety nets are good, but those would be elements of socialism. And I think a lot of that I think is very good. But then I also think there's elements of capitalism which is very important as well. Because if you are good at what you do and you produce and make more just to be able to give it all away to everybody else who doesn't work hard, you're going to stop producing. If you're not rewarded for what you actually do, then you will stop producing. So there has to be this balance between the capitalism and socialism, I think. Okay, I gotta go run back to. Well, I don't have to go run back. Yeah, I do, because my equipment's downstairs. So yeah, there's I think a combination is, what's that balance? And that's kind of what we have for the most part, is a balance in most Western countries. But if you're in Scandinavia, it's going to be a little bit more socialist.
In England.
England, yeah, well, not England isn't as much, Canada isn't as much, but they're going that way. So yeah, you want to be rewarded for your effort, for your work, and you want to have you want to have safety nets for people who struggle for whatever illness or injury, or hard times come on people, and you have to provide for that too. But you can't provide so much that then you get content with doing nothing. And a lot of people are content with doing nothing. And you see that a lot. England's pretty bad for that in places. A lot of places are going in that direction as well. Yeah. It's hard when you've got areas where you make more on welfare than you do by a job, a minimum wage job. Because then why would you bother getting that job? And so just stay on welfare. You see that a lot in England.
But if you're on welfare, you can't get and then you get a job. If you start making money, then you can't.
Then you lose your benefits.
Exactly.
So that side, welfare should not give you more than a minimum wage job, I don't think. Yeah. All right, well, we're here. That was just a short one, because it was a short drive.
Yeah.
Hello again.
Hello, and until we meet again.
Till we meet again.
Peace and love.